to tell the story, because that's Ray J's story, but Ray J and Puffy definitely were lovers. Puffy allegedly gave him
trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Homemade TV. Hustlers on a mission every motherfucking day. Hustlers on a mission every motherfucking day. Welcome to the Lit House. Welcome to the Lit House. Whatever you do, make sure you keep the light within you shining bright. You feel me? Fuck that shade. Get paid. And that's every single motherfucking day. You feel me? Alright, we doing this shit at random. Shit, this the first shit I done seen. That
Hey, Kevin. What's up, baby? I don't like how you diss my dad like that, Kevin. Who your dad is? LeBron. The only game he won was the one I came to. That's not true. LeBron they went 52 and 24. Well, anyway, I love him, so, you know. I love him more. Or kill me. Or kill me. But I love him, though. He said, I'll kill me. Hey, Kevin. What's up, baby?
Nigga said, "Oh, kill me." Oh, kill me, nigga. Internet connecting dots. Whack 100 named in Big U Rico as secret informant. Whoa, let's go. Random reaction, real nigga shit. Let's go see what the fuck this talking about. Hold on. Don't delay. Hurry
that same bold Louisiana flavor y'all love about our chicken.
Hurry up and play.
Keep this in the life.
Yeah, we did that to crispy Alaskan flounder and butterfly shrimp too.
This ad today.
People are really starting to believe that Whack 100 might be one of the hidden informants Big U's right case. This is the same federal sweep that reportedly led to legal trouble for people connected to No Jumper. And now Big U is in the fight of his life trying to figure out who these confidential sources really are. Now, here's where it gets wild. After Poetic Flacco dropped that viral video last night, fans started connecting dots fast. In the paperwork, there's a reference to someone labeled CHS2, and people online instantly said, wait, wasn't Whack once referred to as CS2 in a previous case? The names look close, the timing feels strange, and the internet ran with it. So now the big question is simple but explosive. Is CHS2 the same as that earlier CS2? And if so, does that point back to Whack 100? Or is this just social media mixing up similar labels and building a theory out of thin air? Either way, the speculation is loud right now. We're diving straight into the documents, breaking down what's real and what's rumor. Hit that like button, tap the hype, and let's get into that. Good luck with that. If the court is already looking at you like you could be involved in witness tampering, and they're accusing you of extortion, and let's be clear, those are just accusations right now because this still has to play out in court. That's a heavy cloud hanging over your head.
Big U's worst nightmare just became a reality. The one thing that Big U was praying didn't come to fruition just came to fruition. His last hope to beat this murder conspiracy and RICO charge is over with and done. Big U is never seeing daylight again. And the people responsible for him never seeing daylight again are people he trusted. Big U has been in a state of panic after finding out what we all just found out. And I know he was in a state of panic because only somebody who is desperate would allow his lawyer to play with him how his lawyer's been playing with him. Big U's lawyers, from our perspective, has been filing a bunch of unnecessary things, just collecting up a check. Things that we know ain't going nowhere. Things like this, like Big U filing a motion in Los Angeles federal court demanding that prosecutors turn over the names and files of everyone who was helping the government build his RICO case against them.
If they truly view him that way, there's no way they're just handing over sensitive information for free.
They damn sure ain't giving you
At the same time, I get why he wants those names. If you feel like hidden sources are shaping your future, of course you'd want to know who's talking. But here's the problem. Asking for that could clash with what prosecutors are trying to protect. It might look risky in their eyes, especially if they believe it affects how the case moves forward. Now, could this somehow flip and work in his favor? Maybe. Nobody here is saying it's witness tampering, and that could be part of the legal argument. It all depends on how his legal team frames it and what angle they push in court. At the end of the day, I'm guessing his attorneys are the ones making these moves behind the scenes. Let's keep going and see where this heads next. Allegedly, and I mean allegedly, these are the accusations being thrown out there. The government can build whatever picture they want in court, and they know how to make it sound powerful. But just because something sounds official doesn't mean it's automatically fact.
His lawyer says he can't defend himself properly without knowing who's talking and what they actually says. Big U is currently fighting intimidation charges, extortion charges. You think the judge is about to grant you guys the names to the known and unknown informants as Big U is asking for? He's not just asking for the cooperating witnesses who are going to take a stand against him. He's asking for the unknown informants who said anything about him during this investigation, who are still currently on the streets working as informants. Big U's new court filing goes straight at the cooperation pipeline. He wants the court to force prosecutors to reveal both the known and unknown cooperating witnesses along with all their reports and communications. Big U has a right to face his accusers. He's going to face the witnesses because they got to come to court and testify. So of course he's going to find out at some point. But he wants the name of the unknown cooperants who gave information during the RICO investigation. People who got pulled in and was given leniency to talk a little bit. He won them. People who are still on the streets working. That's not going to happen, bro. Big U is literally known for extortion, known for intimidation, muscling, pulling up and get.
You can't just run with a narrative because it sounds dramatic. They're labeling him as the head of a major RICO operation and even tying him to extremely serious acts. That's heavy stuff. But the real question is simple. Where is the proof? Because appearances can fool you and paperwork can look one way until it gets challenged. Everything isn't always what it seems, no matter how intense the charges sound.
Can definitely be deceiving.
Now, here's the part nobody can answer yet. Will he even get a real chance to fight this? Does he have room to maneuver legally, or is this case already stacked high against him? When prosecutors come in saying someone is leading an insane RICO, that's not light talk. That's pressure from the jump.
It's pretty much.
And let's be real. This situation is already messy and has been messy. It's serious for him and serious for anyone else wrapped up in this case.
He was
We're
out
going
here
to
playing
keep breaking it down step by step. So hit that like and hype button if you're locked in. Allegedly, let me say it again. Allegedly, nobody knows that for a fact.
Nigga came out here playing and
bullshit. Well, the reason why Big U even it's another example of his lawyers racking up these lawyer fees by giving him false hope. But the reason why Big U even filed that motion is because Big U found out around the same time we found out that people very close to him was working against him the entire time. When Big U became aware that his phones were wiretapped and the feds were listening to his conversation, he came up with a strategy where him and his homies could still communicate. They would call each other, speak in code, and instruct each other to link up at a particular location. That location was the Under the Hood Muscle Car Repair Shop, which was Bear Claw Shop. They will all link up at Bear Claw Shop. Break Baby will link up there. Big U will link up there. Bear Claw, or anybody they wanted to have a conversation with about this, potential RICO or the murder case or anything they wanted to talk about streetwise, they will link up at that shop to talk about it, which is why the feds became really interested in that shop, almost obsessed with that shop. They set up pole cameras near the shop, and they began to work with people around Big U to get them to turn so they could have access to the shop and the conversations that took place in that shop. The feds became aggressive with Big U after Big U allegedly murdered Rayshawn Williams. After Big U committed the murder in Vegas, that's when
you can't just run with a headline and treat it like it's a conviction. These are claims the feds are putting on the table. And just because something is written in a charging document does not make it automatically true. Every single accusation has to be proven in court. They're saying certain things happened, but where is the clear proof? Even when it comes to forensic talk, reports mention multiple DNA profiles involved. That means it's not some clean, simple situation where one name jumps off the page. So how do you lock it down on one person without airtight evidence?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
That's the real question. Right now, they're painting Big U as the muscle, the head of operations, the one calling shots in this so-called major RICO sweep. But labeling someone the leader doesn't automatically prove every act tied to the case. That still has to be backed up. So when people online jump straight to, he did it, that's moving way too fast. That's the prosecution's narrative, not a verdict. Let's not blur the line between accusation and proof.
Feds became aggressive with Big U. So whenever Bear Claw and Big U wanted to speak about the murder case or details surrounding Rayshawn Williams' death or potential witnesses, they would meet up at Bear Claw's shop. Now, whatever system Bear Claw and Big U came up with to where they can identify who to trust and the specific people that are allowed to be present when they discuss this murder case, that system worked. because the feds tried everything in their power to get somebody to be in that room when the conversation and the meetings happened with a wiretap on them, but they couldn't. They tried their hardest. What the
Now let's move forward and actually look at the paperwork, especially this CHS2 label that sounds very similar to that old CS2 reference.
CHS2. Now, CHS2 has been working with the Fed since about 2020. They try to get them to be one of the people who try to infiltrate the target location, Bear Claw shop, and be present for one of those meetings with the targeted communicators. And they said, hell nah. What? You trying to get me killed?
Got a nigga fucked up,
CHS2
bitch.
has provided information.
You trying to get a nigga smoked, bitch.
CHS2 was limited to providing information he/she received from an acquaintance of Henley. CHS2 does not have the ability to consensually record conversations with Big U, nor the ability with targeted communicators at the target location. While CHS2 does have the ability to consensually record conversation with one of Big U's associates, CHS2 fears for his/her safety if he/she were to develop a closer relationship with him. CHS2 has been provided information to the FBI since October of 2020.
That's where things start getting interesting. Since October 2020, y'all hear that timeline? Now think about it. Who does that remind you of? Around that same period, WAC 100 was publicly going at Big U heavy online. That was when the tension really started boiling over. And remember, this all came after WAC did that controversial interview with 6ix9ine. At one point, WAC and Big U were cool. There were even family ties involved through marriage in the past. So when WAC sat down with 6ix9ine, especially given 6ix9ine's legal history, that move looked suspect to a lot of people. It changed the energy fast. From there, Big U started calling WAC out publicly and allegedly labeled him a rat. That's a serious tag in street culture. And once that word gets attached to your name, it sticks. Some say that's when everything flipped and the back and forth turned personal. There's also talk that Big U made it clear WAC wasn't welcome in certain areas of LA anymore. Not just one neighborhood, but broader circles too. You don't really see WAC posted up in those spots like that. Online debates and podcast talk are one thing, but being outside in certain cities is a different story. So when you line up the timeline, 2020 drama, public fallout, interviews, accusations, people start connecting dots fast. That's why this October 2020 detail has folks raising eyebrows right now. So, is it the same CS2 from back then that now shows up as CHS2, or is this just a wild coincidence? Because
trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they 24/7, 365 until I reach the heavens. Baby, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, babe, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission. Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365 until I reach the heavens.
I'm not going to lie. The timelines look like they're lining up a little too clean. Maybe I'm reaching, but maybe I'm not. I need to know how you see it. Drop that in the comments and hit that hype button while you're at it. Now here's another side in certain stuff. It's attached to your name. It sticks. Some say that's when everything flipped and the back and forth turned personal. With 6ix9ine, especially given 6ix9ine 100 was publicly going at Big U heavy online. That was when the tension really started boiling. And remember, this all came after Wack did that controversial interview with 6ix9ine. At one point, Wack and Big U were cool. There were even family ties involved through marriage in the past. But when Wack sat down with 6ix9ine, especially given 6ix9ine's legal history, that move looked suspect to a lot of people. It changed the energy fast. From there, Big U started calling Wack out publicly and allegedly labeled him a rat. That's a serious tag in street culture. And once that word gets attached to your name, it sticks. Some say that's when everything flipped and the back and forth turned personal. There's also talk that Big U made it clear Wack wasn't welcome in certain areas of LA anymore. Not just one neighborhood, but broader circles too. You don't really see Wack posted up in those spots like that. Online debates and podcast talk are one thing, but being outside in certain cities is a different story. So when you line up the timeline, 2020 drama, public fallout, interviews, accusations, people start connecting dots fast. That's why this October 2020 detail has folks raising eyebrows right now. So, is it the same CS2 from back then that now shows up as CHS2, or is this just a wild coincidence? Because I'm not going to lie, the timelines look like they're lining up a little too clean. Maybe I'm reaching, but maybe I'm not. I need to know how you see it. Drop that in the comments and hit that hype button while you're at it. Now here's another layer. Wack 100 doesn't even live in Los Angeles like that. So if we're talking about a confidential source who allegedly provided information and also doesn't reside in LA, people are going to start asking questions.
CHS2 has provided information on Big U's involvement in human trafficking activities. However, right, the LA task force has not yet been able to corroborate the information. CHS2 does not live in Los Angeles and does not have immediate access to Big U. Now, here's what really gets me. Now, CHS2 is
And let's be fair, that description could fit more than one person. But still, who else matches that profile closely? That's what the streets are debating right now. Then you hear talk about a paid informant, someone allegedly receiving funds for cooperating. That's a serious accusation. If there really is someone outside LA feeding information on Big U, the identity of that person would shake.
I just thought about it like that was the street. I don't think that's what the streets debating right now, but that was, y'all, I feel you. If you're talking about that topic, yeah, on that topic, that's probably what they're debating. But shit, I wouldn't know. Not a part of my streets. All right, what we doing? You ever just start doing some shit that you was ready to do and then just get real tired right after that shit? Like, damn. Hold on, let me do one thing. While we do this, we need answers. The update on Lil Papa death is very suspicious. He got killed.
I'll be the first one to say, since nobody want to say, this Lil Papa death is very suspicious. It doesn't make sense. Nothing about this makes sense whatsoever. All the details they're telling us doesn't make sense, doesn't add up to what they're claiming, which they're claiming is self-inflicted. Lil Papa was a really talented artist out of Jacksonville who moved to Atlanta once he signed with CMG. But he wasn't just like a Jacksonville drill rapper, as you would imagine, like most rappers out of Jacksonville. They are like they are involved in this like ongoing war and gang feud. So they're all doing drill music about killing each other. Lil Papa was a little different. Right, due to losing a lot of friends during that war, Lil Papa made kind of like emo music, right? He was in his feelings a lot in his music, which is why when it was announced yesterday that he had passed away and his death was self-inflicted, a lot of fans kind of just said, well, makes sense. They were even pointing to old videos from about like a week or two ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, where Lil Papa was kind of insinuating or predicting that he may be dead soon.
They don't. You'll be proud of me, OG. Woke up, read me a Bible verse, got some breakfast in my system, talked to God about it. You know what I'm saying? And he laid it on me. I got one more album, EP, mixtape, whichever one it's going to be, I got one more. And it's over. I'm going to find my peace.
Many interpreted him saying he's going to drop his last project and then go find peace as he's going to go to heaven, right? He's going to drop his last project and then die. That's what a lot of people looking back in hindsight is interpreting that to mean. Even his bio was a little suspicious and hinted towards him being depressed. In his bio, it actually says, first we're born, next we suffer, then we die. The end. And why I feel like a lot of people weren't really concerned with his bio is because it falls in line with what his music is. His music was deep, it was introspective, it was emo. Yo, this dude was not like the biggest rapper on earth, right? As you probably know, because when he passed away, a lot of people didn't really know who he was or really wasn't tapped in. But his music resonated with a lot of people, which is why when he passed away, you had a lot of artists reacting in like a visceral way because, yo, this dude music touched a lot of rappers. He is like the true definition of your favorite rapper, because he's not mainstream or not well known to, let's say, the masses. But when he passed away, you have people who are probably a little bit more popular than him, you know, like the rapper Pluto, where she reacted on live stream horrified. Boosie even gave a tribute, right? Lil Duval gave a tribute to him.
It's TikTok. Yeah, I'm not even looking at it. It's TikTok, bro. I'm not even looking like that. I'm not even looking at y'all. I'm not even studying y'all right now. Y'all lying ass. I don't play like that. What the hell? You don't play with girls, bro. What y'all talking about? I'm finna get out of this bitch. Cause y'all negative. On my mama, y'all come out Lil Papa on my mama. Like, I'm not even playing on my mama. Oh my God, no, serious. No, oh my God. Oh my God.
I want to give a, TIP Thug and Peace to Lil Papa, man. Yeah, my little nigga right there, always supported me, looked up to me, my nigga. Always came to Boosie, baby. Shot at little nigga too. For the time being. So TIP Papa, nigga, Thug and Peace, nigga. And Papa. Talented ass nigga, boy. TIP Papa, nigga, Duval legend, nigga. The Duval legend, nigga. Legend across the world. YNs, nigga. Papa. My daughter, them nigga. Papa. TIP Papa, nigga.
Now, here's where the weird stuff begins, okay? So when he initially passed away, or when, the reports came out that he passed away, it was first reported that it was an overdose. And you have people in the industry, actual rappers who will be in the know, because these people, know each other. They were even reporting that this was an overdose. YG Fatso actually knew Lil Papa too. So he wrote, I honestly think bro went out how he wanted to. It ain't no pill popper who don't know the consequences of it. I do at least 830s per day. We all know we gonna die eventually off overusage. We just don't know when. And y'all folks crazy as hell saying bruh had too much to go out how he did, because that's what makes it worse. When you paid in full, don't nobody check on you, trying to help you kick the addiction, or even gave an F to see if you okay, because they know you got some money. And in their eyes, all you need is money and you okay. Then the report came out and the police started speaking of various sources, and we found out that actually that's not the case at all, right? It was not no overdose. The actual story of how Lil Papa died is even more suspicious and even more confusing. And somehow, even though we have the full story, we're left with more questions than we had in the beginning of the saga. The police released details to TMZ, and the police says that Lil Papa actually shot himself after a car crash. Now, if we scroll down, we get more details from TMZ. So TMZ writes that the Hapville chief of police, Bruce Hadley, told TMZ that Lil Papa was in a single car accident on Interstate 85 south of Hapeville, which is when he called his manager asking what he should do. The car was still drivable. Now, let's just stop here for a second, okay? He was in a single car crash. Now, this is a kid who has literally been around murder his entire life. He's a kid who was literally in an active gang war. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just looking too much into it. I don't think this kid is panicking over a car crash. Like, I don't feel like this kid is panicking over maybe having to go ahead and do 30 days in jail. over a single car crash. Maybe he was, like driving under the influence. I just don't think that this is the type of thing that this kid is losing too much sleep over, right? But you could probably understand why he might, let's say, man, like, I crashed my car. Like, what should I do now? Should I just call the police? Should I like drop my car off? Should I leave it here? What should I do? But the car was drivable. So he drove away from the accident and went to his manager, right? So he called his manager asking what he should do. The car was still drivable. The manager told him they'd meet up in a nearby parking lot at the Hilton Hotel. And Hallie tells us when they meet up, Lil Papa stayed in his car as he spoke to his manager through the roll-down window. Okay, now, again, so far, still normal, right? You call your manager for help. What should I do? Should I just call the police? Should I leave the car here? You call them. What should I do? Now, if it's a single car accident and you were able to drive off and there's no reports of anybody else being hurt, there's no reports of too much damage happening. Apparently, he hit his car up against the wall or something. His car is damaged, right? Like, he's not dealing with like a vehicular homicide here or something, okay? This is just a single car accident. His car a little bit damaged, but it's still drivable. He could have drove home, for God's sakes, right? Or left his car with his manager. Now, while they're having a conversation, now the manager apparently doesn't tell the police what the conversation was about. Now, we are told it's unclear what they discussed. It's unclear because the manager never told the police what they discussed. But at some point, the police says the rapper pulled a handgun, put it to his head, and pulled the trigger, shooting himself dead. Hallie tells us an off-duty officer who was working at the hotel called 911. Lil Papa was rushed to Grady Hospital where he was pronounced dead. No, nothing was left whatsoever. Here's why I think it's suspicious. First off, okay, let's look at the series. Let's play the series of events back again, okay? He was driving his car, got into a single car crash. This kid who's been dealing with murders and felonies his entire life, panicked over a single car crash accident. Okay, cool. But at that point, he's in the clear. He's not panicking. He left the accident, is drivable. Nobody else was hit. He's in the clear. Like, he has nothing to worry about at this point at all. So how exactly do somebody go from, because if he wanted to do that to himself, he could have got it done at the single car crash where nobody was there. If his goal was to do that to himself, he wouldn't wait to do it at a packed parking lot in front of like the manager and other people. No, he would have done it at the car accident. He would have done it at his home. So the fact that he left and went to his manager shows that his intent was never that. His intent was to actually get help and figure out what to do with the car. But then they're having a conversation, like the window is rolled down. They're having a conversation. Now, even him never hopping out the car to me is a little bit unnatural, right? Because if he called for help because of the car, you would think she would hop in the car or like he would hop out and they'll start having a conversation. But nonetheless, cool. The manager apparently doesn't tell the police what the conversation was about. From my perspective, I'll be real, bro. I don't even think he did it to himself, man. If I had to guess what I think happened, I think somebody shot him. Because it doesn't make sense. Like, what do you mean he waited until he got to a hotel parking lot to do it? Yo, this man said, as soon as I drop my first project, his next project ain't dropped yet. So even the timeline of, hey, he said he was going to do it, his project ain't dropped yet. Nor was it completed from my perspective or from what I know. I think somebody shot him, bro. I think somebody shot him and they framed him, to be honest, bro. Now, there's cameras. I'm sure there's cameras. I'm sure there's something here that's probably going to show the full story. But this story just doesn't make sense. And right now, the only person who knows or can provide context is the manager. The manager knows what that conversation was about. But the police is saying they're unclear what the conversation was about. They have no idea. Why would the police have no idea what the conversation is about? Right? If the manager spoke to the police, then why would the police not know what's going on? Why would the police not know the conversation? What excuse did they use to tell the police the conversation? I think that conversation is old. I think we need to know what that conversation is. Because this story of, he was involved in a single car crash, he got to...
Rest in peace, Lil Papa, man. Hey, find your source of your own therapy, man. You got to try to beat the game, you feel me? That's all this shit is. Living life, making it to the end, my boy. That's beating the game. You feel me? Surviving to the end, nigga. Seeing what this shit got for you. I know niggas be down like a bitch, you feel me? You can't let this shit get you down. This shit designed to get you down, my boy. This shit orchestrated to get you down, my boy. It's made to keep you down, my boy. You gotta beat the game, get up out this shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight your way up out this shit, you feel me? No surrender, no retreat, my boy. You feel me? The step back is a part of the dance, my boy. You know when you take them 20 steps forward, you gotta take them goddamn about 10 steps back. It's a part of the dance of life, my boy. This shit happen. You feel me? You just keep fucking dancing, keep moving forward, my boy. Create a positive impact today and later. Do that shit capital. Do that shit bigger than the biggest idea you ever thought was possible, my boy. You feel me? Keep building on that idea until it's gargantuan. I don't even know if that's the word I'm looking for, but it sounds like it is. It sounds like the word I'm looking for. Gargantuan. Gee, shit, man. Rest in peace, little Pop. I don't know. You know, everybody dealing with their own shit. He felt like he probably beat the game at that point. He like, shit. He probably felt like he did something. He did what he wanted. All the shit he did. You know what I'm saying? He ever dreamed to do, met his favorite artist, did some of his favorite shit, probably had some of his favorite hoes. But shit, you never know, man, how the shit weigh niggas down, bro. Shit, some niggas don't know how to deal with certain shit. That's part of the game too, nigga. Figuring out how to deal with that shit, learning how to deal with that shit. You feel me? Nah, man. Certain shit happen, you'll never be okay with the shit. You know what I'm saying? You just get strong, you feel me? You just, you know what I'm saying? You live, my boy. They say time heals all wounds, but that's not entirely true. It's true to a certain extent, but even when them wounds heal, you know what I'm saying? Some of them wounds leave deep scars. Deep scars. You know what I'm saying? Nerve damage. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit. Like certain shit, you know what I'm saying? You might not even be able to feel this finger. You might not even be feel this part of your shit no more or some shit. But you just gotta keep living, nigga. Try to beat the game. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, little Papa, man. G shit. Alright, should we get into this shit, man? I might as well, because I kind of got down, had some shit to do when he was talking, well, not the end of this shit. But
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're
Tom, my boyfriend's missing. Tom! Do not trust anyone. You don't know Tom, do you?
Scrub Daddy?
I'm Aaron, but here's your daddy.
That has a long lore behind it. Apparently, the whole lore and the story is that Chief Keef out of Chicago, you know, as it happens with these gangster, you know, rappers, where you're rapping about this, you know, call up D Money. He like your name dropping. A lot of times in drum music, you're name dropping actual. Yeah.
An IQ of 85 to 115 is considered average in the U.S. And
my
I guess
IQ
it's Jay-Z
is
of
129.
or the Michael Jordan of
like
Jordan,
that.
I would say, right?
But
And
it's really like 130 because whatever.
Obviously, Watch. We got Keith. We got Wabi.
Ain't my type of shit. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because maybe I need to hear it without the goddamn maybe I need to hear it instead of how it's being heard.
Yeah, amazing collab. The song is out, I believe. And ironically, you know, some people had issue with it. They're like, yo, hold on now. Well, Chief Keef is from Chicago. You know, he's from notably O Block. Also, NBA Youngboy, his partner is Lil Tim, who killed King Von. King Von is from O Block. Not only is King Von from O Block, Chief Keef and Lil Durk are seen as like pretty much pioneers, or one of the early pioneers and founders of that Chicago drill post 2010 sound. They've been seen as competitors. They've been seen as friends. They've been seen as allies. They're both black disciples. So people said, hey, what the fuck is going on here? If Lil Durk lost his mans, King Von, to the friend or the partner of NBA Youngboy, Lil Durk is sitting in jail potentially because of a murder for hire, trying to get back on NBA Youngboy's conglomerate, Quando Rondo, but got Lil Pop. Why would Keith, if he's cool with Durk, and also just out of Chicago solidarity, be with NBA Youngboy in the studio? Why would he do that? A lot of people in Chicago didn't like that. Now, Chief Keef honestly hasn't been back to Chicago in a long time. When he finally got out, he got out. I told you the story that supposedly happened. It apparently, the BDs around him, which is kind of ironic, tried to run down on him. They tried to rob him, or they supposedly did. Boss stopped. Remember, I used to call him the diaper bandit. That has a long lore behind it. Apparently, the whole lore and the story is that Chief Keef out of Chicago, you know, as it happens with these gangster, you know, rappers, where you're rapping about this, you know, call up D-Money. He like you're name dropping. A lot of times in drum music, you're name dropping actual killers and actual hitters. So if those people get caught for doing actual killings and hits or attempts or with a gun, they're probably going to say, hey, the rapper who's making his name off of mentioning the actual murderers and the actual savages that's putting work in, bro, could you get him a lawyer? Could you pay for X, Y, and Z to make sure he's good? Could you get him a bond? Now, the story goes, there was some ease that were associated with Keith that they were saying they wanted Keith to pay for some bonds. The story goes that Keith told him, I ain't got it. I ain't got that right now. Ironic, because Keith was starting to make a lot of money. This is the Glory Boys, okay? There is supposedly a important but an inflection point in that whole saga, because Chief,
like I told him,
Chief Keith flashes money. There's a video where hold on, where Chief Keef is flashing money in an Instagram video, but he's saying, I ain't got it, I'm broke. And supposedly, I don't know if I can find the video, supposedly that pissed off all of the gang members who was really on his side, right? It's not, I ain't got it, it's broke. Let me see. Here we go.
So we said our homie booked the shit, his bond 25,000.
Okay, so he's telling the same story.
We got 18,000, we need 75 more hundred, right?
So somebody gets booked, they supposedly scrounge up, and this is the interesting part. Remember, Chief Keef left Chicago, which this is why this is all ironic. Chief Keef leaves Chicago because essentially his own homies try to pull a move on him. While Von was alive, Von would explain, remember, Von is also from O Block, the real intricate details of it, leading some to speculate maybe Von didn't get along with Keith. We never really seen the synergy with them. However, Von has now died, and subsequently later, Keith supposedly has dated Von's sister. This is all like a clusterfuck, people.
So the nigga said, he said, oh yeah, that's all y'all need. Ooh. I just spent that shit on shoes. Ooh.
Okay, so they're saying Keith said you only need 7,500. Oh, I spent that on shoes. I got y'all.
So, all right. Why you say it like that though? Now we call him again like a week later or something.
So they called him again a week later.
Then what's up with that money, gang? Like, oh, you know, we trying to get folks out. Yeah, how much I need? We need 7,500 and shit. Oh, this is a minute ago. So now I get that. Folks get that. What you say? Yeah, 7,500. I just put that shit in the club and shit.
So apparently he tells them, he said, yo, 7,500, they got throw that in the club.
So motherfucker see folks, motherfucker take folks chain off his back and shit, motherfucker take folks shit. They go get the bomb money.
Man, niggas be back door. Niggas be back door.
A cloud of shit try to make other people seem bogus and shit or whatever. What? But it's really over some real shit and nigga be out like a real hoe.
Okay, so look like, you know, I think Von's perspective, and I think Von learned from Keith. Remember when Von got his bread, he brought 100,000 back to O Block to like bust down, right? King Von gives 100K to O Block. And I guess, like, you know, he learned from the Keith thing to say, hey, listen, yo, the reason why Keith not here no more, and Keith basically had to skedaddle, he thought he got bigger than the program, that his money was his money, and he didn't have to keep funding all of the fuck shit that basically created him. So this is the video of, you know, King Von bringing 100K to the hood. See? And the interesting part with Von is that Von, I don't know if he just learned from the Keith thing, he was feeding his wolves. Look, he was feeding them. Remember, he got them old block chains. He gave them money.
I want one of them hallways seeing that big hallway.
Is that Queen Von right here? Am I tripping? Is it Queen Von? Oh, it is Queen Von. Yeah, so Von, you know, as the story goes, he kept giving back to the hood. By the way, there's a little bit more even with that with Dirk, where Dirk kind of almost essentially on an underground level. I'm not gonna say too much, you know, because I don't want him to say that's a Warren Shot right guy. Dirk, you know, Dirk got that song where he says, "You say your homie name in a song got hot, like you got him hot or whatever." Let's see what songs are. That song is no.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
You ain't got it,
AI
huh?
creation platform.
You ain't got it.
Made for anyone with an idea.
You say his name. Okay. You say his name inside a song that got your brother hot. Yeah, that's it. It's on Shoulda Ducked. Those are interesting lyrics. Hold on.
Oh, you talking about Shoulda Ducked.
He says, you say his name inside a song that got your brother hot, then leave him hanging without a lawyer. That shit dumb as fuck. A lot of people thought that line was very interesting. Okay. But ironically, you know, we're not going to go down too much of a lore. You know, the Warren Shot days is over, y'all. At least for me. People felt that, and essentially why the feds came at Dirk with quote unquote murder for hire is that, you know, remember, and this is why, you know, I think part of this, Dirk might be kind of innocent, but Dirk, you know how niggas get caught up in a RICO? This is why Lil Baby's trying to change his name for him. You know, he's 4PF. He's now saying, oh, I'm CBFW, HDMI. No, nigga, you're 4PF. The thing is, when you give your homies money, like, oh, yo, here's 10 bands, blah, blah. The law enforcement is going to interpret you giving them money out of you just gifting them something as payoff money for committing crimes for the gang. So now it's a RICO, right? One of the parts of RICO is affected, especially Fed RICO, affecting interstate commerce. So anytime you give a killer or like a street nigga money that doesn't have a strict job, the feds are going to think that you're funding crime. This is why niggas get away from street niggas. Because street niggas ain't good at having a job. They're good at just like being here for those one moments when a nigga try you or they need to do something. And here's the thing, they're not going to keep being around if you don't keep like, yo, you know, my mom, yo, Smirk, yo, my mom car crashed, she got to take the bus now, man. Like the ops is going crazy, man. Like, yo, we just need 7,500 for this new whip. All right, hit the 7,500. Yo, get your mom car right. The feds is looking at that as a payoff, straight up. That's what it is. No, not saying that's what it is, but I'm saying that's how the feds look at it. So the idea of Chief Keef not paying this money, right, for the bond, and now his guys got upset, wanted to do whatever. Not only did King Von learn from that, gave out old block chains, brought the guys with him everywhere he was going. Look, when he was in Atlanta, he was rolling with 20 niggas when they walked up on Quando Rondo, right? He not only did that, he went to O Block, bust down 100,000. He was the true example of I'm trying to take my hood with me. Now, obviously, if he was going to ever survive in this game, he would have to get to the point where he either has to shed the fat or he's just not going to go far, right? Because you can't walk around with, there's no rapper in past year 3 that's walking around with 10, 15 street niggas. It's not happening. Either all y'all going to jail, either that one nigga going to fuck up all the bags for you because he's a hothead. Your first 2 years is the year where everybody is trying to see your toughness, so you walk around with all your killers. That's what I think happened with Baby in San Francisco. I think Baby, honestly, bro, I know how Baby been running around. I know how Baby been moving. Baby hasn't been running around with a bunch of shooters and killers. He gets booked for the Super Bowl. I just came off the viral thing of basically calling him a hoe, right? He flew out more than what he usually brings to kind of probably set a statement like, yo, I'm not to be fucked with. I mean, that's kind of his new conglomerate. Can't be fucked with. Except now you fly out these niggas who have no purpose in life. The first argument, they're ready to pop somebody. Now they pop somebody, you're on their investigation. So in reality, it's just not a, I'm saying all that to say Chief Keef is really fucking smart. And I know I went down a little tangent here because we're gonna get back to Young Boy and Chief Keef. But Chief Keef is kind of smart when it comes to that, right? Like, all right, bro, y'all not gonna keep like extorting me or whatever. I'm out of here. Right? Vaughn tried to do it for a while. At the end of the day, granted, security is better than homeboy security. His homeboys allowed him to fight for so long, a nigga hopped out the car and shot him and killed him. I'm not trying to blame you, but come on. That's the prize. You can't, you're supposed to get Vaughn away from that and y'all beat him up. Right? But again, you're rolling around with thugs, not security. Dirk also kind of did the same thing. And I think he learned from Vaughn because Vaughn had like a different aura and mystique about him. And it's because he leaned into the hood. Like, think about Dirk's music before him and Vaughn start really like almost like, doing that fusion dance.
Yeah.
Dirk started naming shit way more. He started being way more vivid. King Von, Blood Money, Chief Keef. Y'all could just Google this and, it's probably going to be a Reddit story somewhere. Oh, well, here we go.
That was before. Ain't gonna be no you trying to you who you is, boy. You know who we is. That's the spirit Vaughn got. We know who you is, boy, and you ain't know. That's how the guys be.
So they're explaining why Chief Keef and King Von never really were like really locked in.
And that's how I look at them. Like,
this guy's old block J Hood.
Hey, bro,
are you talking about two different occasions, or are you talking about the time when?
I'm talking about, two different occasions, but I'm saying the first occasion that happened before Sosa was rich, and that was just straight Vaughn taking 2 poles from him. The second occasion,
what? I never know this.
The guys, bro. Yeah, you trust some niggas they ran in your crib.
Okay, so he's kind of like giving the same story we've heard. He's saying, I didn't know Vaughn was part of the running.
Motherfucking shot.
Style and substance. In the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $11,500 on this Sierra 1500 model when you trade it.
Are you talking about two different occasions, or are you talking about the time when?
I'm talking about, 2 different occasions, but I'm saying the first.
Oh, so they're claiming that King Von had 2 different occasions of run-ins with Keith?
First occasion, that happened before Sosa was rich, and that was just straight Vaughn taking 2 poles from him. The second occasion was with Top and all them. Man, again, when I said Sosa ain't stupid, I'm saying Sosa ain't stupid because he know that Vaughn and T-Roy follow up behind Top. That was his minions, like, or whatever you want to call it, them, they following him. And so nigga Sosa already knew he couldn't trust Top. Or let alone them either.
So he's saying that Chief Keef couldn't trust Boss Top because Boss Top is really locked in with Vaughn. And Vaughn supposedly tried to bust a move on again, but I'm explaining the lore of why you will see Keef in the same room as Youngboy, because the majority of Chicago would think if you respect Chicago as a whole, the nigga got a song, he said clean up on Alo. You know what I mean? Nigga mad because, like what everybody's dead cousin. You know what I mean? Even though I don't think Vaughn and Dirk were really cousins, but whatever. A lot of people from Chicago would say, why would you fuck with this guy? But he's given the explanations that maybe Keith never fucked with Vaughn at all because of these reasons. Vaughn supposedly ran his crib, took 2 guns. That's supposed to mean. And then now he's explaining some other shit.
Vaughn already finessed him. Nah, he already knew what they was on. So he just showing y'all for real. He probably like F them. That's just how he look at it. And I ain't gonna say he right or wrong, man. He feel it, and that happened to him. It ain't happened to me. So whatever happened to Sosa, and however he choose to go about it,
That's how he did. I did the same things too. Like, man, you got to separate yourself from people sometimes, bro. Niggas be back door. Niggas be back door.
Sound like some Tyler shit. Look like Tyler would fit perfectly in O-Block. Really.
And so Sosa did right regardless. He's still alive. He ain't, you feel me? He still got hope. So hey, he did what was best for him.
Why would Vaughn steal 2 guns from Chief Keef?
That was Vaughn. That was Vaughn. Why would Vaughn be robbing people when he's rich?
What?
Evil gonna do evil, nigga. Evil gonna do evil. I love.
Oh, nigga said evil gonna do evil. Yeah, you ever seen this? You ever seen this?
There he go with this.
Demon force.
Oh boy, I did not. Boy, I know how that shit be, boy. I know how that shit be, boy. Your partner do some whole ass shit to you, and they think, bitch. They think I'm finna motherfucking bitch. What? You forget? You think I forgot about that fuck shit you had going on, bitch? And now everybody mad at Chief Keef. Man, Chief Keef said he wasn't going back no more anyway. Chief Keef said, man, I been stopped going back around. What I'm going back around there for? Man, what? Man, Chief Keef ain't even goddamn Chief Keef for real no more. He should have a new name. They ain't even real, man. Sosa? And yeah, nigga named himself Sosa. Y'all thought he was gonna give a fuck? The nigga named himself so y'all thought he was gonna give a fuck? Huh? Nigga named himself the man that goddamn got Tony Montana out of there, boy. Y'all thought he was gonna give a fuck? Y'all thought him? Y'all thought that nigga was gonna give a fuck? Man, hell no.
One of Satan's greatest.
Knew better. You should have known better, like that Keisha Cole song, Monica song.
You ever seen this?
Removing a demon force.
Monica, bitch. Don't
one
ever
of Satan's greatest soldiers was removing them.
Nigga said King Von was one of Satan's greatest soldiers.
Bro, Cuz was a fucking, bro, he was dead, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'd go do it himself on feet by himself. He was dead.
Demon force. One of Satan's greatest soldiers was King Von.
What? It said King Von was one of Satan's greatest soldiers.
Charleston White believes King Von was a genuine real-life demon.
A regular human can't kill no demon. That's why the demons are terrorizing everybody. King Von is one of the only few demons we done seen die who professed out of his mouth. The Bible says, what's in your heart, it'll come out of your mouth. He said, I'm a demon, man. I'm on demon time. The only reason King Von was free, the witnesses came up dead a day before the trial. Did y'all forget? He was in a documentary laughing. You know how sick and demonic you gotta be? So to watch King Von die before the world was an act of.
Yeah, no, that was diabolical too. I don't know if y'all remember this. So there's somebody named K.I. There was a female that supposedly was involved in the drill movement era. K.I. documentary, King Von. And essentially Von was in the documentary. Now, here's the thing. They claim Von killed her. Imagine somebody's documentary about their life. You're in a documentary. He was so sarcastic. He'd be like, oh, her? Oh, no, I was just trying to fuck. That's it. Bro, did you kill her or not?
He don't like me. What's the life?
It's like when King Von academics duck. Nigga, I thought it was sincere. Look, keep it 100. You know you and Duck didn't make up. His mom came out. You and Duck.
Gang, how you gonna tell? See, this ain't right. Hey, how
his
y'all
mom
gonna
said his mom said that would never
his
happen.
mama was not there. I ain't never met his mama. I don't know his mama. You see what I'm saying?
Come to find out, the feds allege that he paid for the 6 men, or I think it's the 6 men, to go kill. Yo, Von was like some other shit. The nigga was on an interview with me saying, nah, man, we made up. That's my guy. Whole time later on, after he dies, the feds indict a bunch of people claiming that he paid for the hit.
I'm talking to him. You see what I'm saying? They and then they deleted all our DMs, so I can't show them the. I don't know why they do that. You see what I'm saying? Like but they ain't gonna show you that. They just want to look like we into it. So
were you saddened by the news that he was murdered then?
Man, that shit hurt. I ain't gonna go to sleep that night.
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes. It captures everything from action items to
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. In the moment, I believed him.
I can't believe that shit. Hold on, man. Oh, let's talk about some other shit.
Keep it 100. People want to know on some real shit. Don't troll with me, Vaughn. Keep it 100. You know you
I heard it. I ain't go to sleep at night. Couldn't believe that shit.
Why was he eating like that?
Hold on, man.
Was he crying?
Ain't no more Effie.
He slid. Oh, let's talk about some other shit.
Yeah.
God, one of Satan's greatest soldiers was King Von. So to get that.
Okay. Anyway.
Of him, you feel me? But the soul behind Von, bro, that's just who Von was. He's a robber, man. That's who he was, bro. I don't. Why would he do that? He wanted the guns more than he cared about his feelings. That's why he wanted what he wanted, and he could get it. He got it. That's why. Bro, I don't know why though, because them niggas was close though. Sosa and Von was close. They were close. They weren't closer than Sosa and Troy.
So he
But they
probably
still were
feel like
close.
now
See him
he
together
know
and
we
all. But
need
after that
me
happened,
big.
I guess Sosa was like, "Nah, man. Hey, fool me once, nigga. Shame on me. You feel me? And that's it. You ain't gonna do it again. Or shame on you. Fool me twice. Then you feel me? You ain't gonna put the blame on him. So he separated himself. But yeah, I don't know why Von did that. I asked Sosa too, try to see if he remembered that when we was on the phone. He could try to act like he didn't remember. He probably thought that I was recording it, like that I was gonna record. Like, nigga, I'm not that, bro. You ain't nobody to me. You might be somebody to them, but you're Keith Cozart to me. Like, that's how I am. So, but yeah, who knows?
Didn't tell him. He done told it all.
So there was the peace treaty, right? And it was between 600 and Jaro and
600 Obach and Jaro.
Talking to that nigga.
And was this after a girl was killed, I believe?
I don't remember a specific person dying that led to this. It definitely wasn't no girl at all. Because I mean, the only girl that had their life taken that was like, that we was actually talking or bumping heads about was KI. You feel me? And so it wasn't no other woman that had.
I read about this peace treaty happening because an innocent victim got killed, a girl, I believe. But I don't know if it's true or not.
I ain't hear nothing about that. Niggas don't care about nobody getting no innocent people get killed. They ain't finna do to stop that. You gonna stop and want to call a peace treaty because y'all tired of getting shot. They don't be caring about people that ain't theirs, bro. They be so glad it went, bro. Them like, come on, bro. We not thinking about nobody else.
And the peace treaty ended because D-Thing was killed not too long after.
It's like they called the peace treaty so that they could kill him. They killed, after they did that, after they called the peace treaty, 600 was just walking like that. Like, that's why we went to the party late, I remember, because we weren't really trusting that. They were just acting like, man, it's a peace treaty. They got freedom to the whole world. So they was doing what they was wanting to do. They didn't care no more. They was just going up and down, man. And they took D-Thing life, man, right there close to 63rd, man. Shot him in the stomach, and he died by shot. He didn't even die. The doctor say he didn't even die because of the bullet. He died because he was scared.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, panic.
Man, right? Terrible, bro.
And how did this party
faster?
How was the party that you guys went to? Was it
hold on, let's stop right there. That's why you gotta control your breathing, control your emotions, your mental. You gotta be aware of shit. You feel me? I learned this shit from my partner, one of my closest partners. You feel me? He was in some shit because of mistaken identity, because of some fuck shit. And this nigga was in the army before, but it's fucked up how the shit that you learn in the army, you don't even go to war. You don't even go to war to have to use this shit. But to be out that shit for goddamn however long bit, a decade, and to have to motherfucker remember your training to save your life, bitch. You know what I'm saying? To save your life, just as a regular motherfucker, just because of mistaken identity. Like, bruh, to get hit 4 times and to survive, nigga. Man, that boy told me I picked him. I'm gonna pick him up, talking to him the day after he was up walking around. Bruh got shot with bullet went straight through his neck. Exit wound and all. Like, you went straight through his neck, up walking the next day and all. Like, boy, that's a black boy. That was God, boy. That was God, boy. That shit wasn't meant for him. You feel me? But if he would have shot, if he would have got down, didn't have no type of knowledge or training, mental well being to be the type of person to control his emotions in certain and in the worst of the worst situation, you feel me? That shit could have cost him his fucking life, bro. You feel me? To have the awareness to be shot, to be on the phone while you get shot, to call somebody else that's right close to you that could motherfucking know who to call, know what to do in these situations after you shot, to get them people where you at, know exactly, know what I'm saying, where you at. Hey, to be able to articulate that shit in that moment, like, you know what I'm saying, why you feel like you fade. But everybody don't have that. No, everybody don't make it. Everybody don't even deal with it, bro. I got a little partner that died because I know he could have survived the shit that he took, but he motherfucker, he motherfucker get shot and shoot back at the nigga and take off running. Now he running, he collapsed because he pat, you know what I'm saying? You running, your blood rushing, bleed out, depending on wherever he at. Yeah, nigga got some boy. Rest in peace, D thing. Whoever else, boy, damn, boy. Rest in peace, my nigga L, man.
Nothing
Now the one
happened.
that
Everybody
we
was cool that
that
night.
one, bro.
Now I know I don't want to get all the way back in Chicago lore with y'all, but
What about Blood Money, bro?
So this is kind of like the main thing behind it, right? So Blood Money was the cousin of Chief Keef, and this guy, and yes, he's childhood friends with Chief Keef and King Von. So like this is why like he's important, and like that's why his word matters. So he was childhood friends with Chief Keef. Yeah, there's old pictures of all of them. Him, Keef, him, Vaughn, all three of them. And this is what he comes out 3 years ago and says.
Hating on Blood Money.
Man, look, see, I'm gonna keep it straight funky. That shit was straight back though. You don't gotta believe that you can hear whatever. Oh, these people saw this, I don't give a fuck what y'all heard. I ain't out here seeing talking on my ass like these niggas do, bro. Folks them killed T-Roy and Vaughn killed that nigga.
Now, that's why this gets complicated. So you have someone from O Block J Hood, who literally accuses King Von and T-Roy of killing Chief Keef's cousin, Blood Money. So when you think about everything you keep hearing, oh, they robbed Keef multiple times. They killed his cousin. I can see why Keef probably doesn't have that like super sympathy or like, oh, nah, fuck young.
Super sympathy. Man, that shit would have been worldwide beat, man. Everybody supposed to know we beefing. Man, you killed my cousin and I know about it, nigga. Let alone fuck you try to hit lick on me because of whatever. Fuck that, nigga. You ain't fuck that. Fuck the lick you tried to hit. Nigga, you niggas killed my cousin. I don't give a fuck what the reason is, nigga. Is we from the same side? Was he on us? Oh no, hell no. He don't need, I don't give a man, hell no. My cousin, nigga? My blood? Oh man, what? I wouldn't give what? Bitch, what? Bitch, I wouldn't even give a fuck if I ain't know my cousin that well. Bitch, if my grandma was upset about that shit of boy, boy, if if what? Man, and hey, it was a real reason he ain't come back. He was saving his own life because bitch, he probably wanted to what? If I was the man before y'all was, and then this shit happened when I was me, y'all wanted shit, man. What? Man, what? almost said I ain't gonna get into that, but what? Nigga kill my cousin, man. That bitch would be a whole different name, man. It wouldn't even be that shit. Whatever I put on the map, whatever the nigga put on the map, if I put that shit on and then it, and what? Gentrification be all around that motherfucker. That bitch would be gentrified. Switch up all that shit around. All that. What? Gentrification.
Young boy shit, because Von died. He probably just doesn't give a fuck.
Gentrification.
Scrub Daddy won't
around
scratch
all
your
that
pants, and it
shit.
won't smell for up to 12.
What? Niggas did, man. Hey man, get your money, Keith. Get back popping in the game. They need somebody doing some shit for the city, like back in that area again. It's your time. So yeah, I know what you're doing. I understand what I already know what Keith doing. I already know what Keith doing. He getting his foot back in the game.
Like, oh nah, fuck young boy shit, because Von died. He probably just doesn't give a fuck. Respectfully.
No matter what the fuck else, and look, I might be saying in the hard place, but I'm no way in no form of fashion trying to be disrespectful to blood. Rest in peace to Big Gang. Niggas was backdooring. That's why I'm speaking out on the shit. I don't know nothing. First Street know what's up. They know that it's been some shit going on for years
now. T-Roy and Chief Keef was cool. Why would T-Roy kill Chief Keef cousin though?
We can't even get to all the main logistics of it, but we just gonna say niggas is followers. T-Roy and Vaughn was who they was, but that don't mean that them niggas listen to people. Like if the followers, that's all it should ever be. They niggas was followers. T-Roy and Vaughn was followers. Who they follow? Y'all, I don't know. Y'all answer that yourself. The nigga that got killed, he died, right?
Yeah, he died, but they had his body in the at a party. You know what I'm saying? And at first, niggas was like, damn, like, what the hell was the club thinking? Or, you know what I'm saying? But Gunu Mama came.
Okay, so now he's talking about, that's some different story about Gunu. Okay. All right. So we're kind of getting the lore here. So, not only it looks like before Keith got famous first. So Vaughn is just one of them niggas who's just a hood nigga. He's doing whatever. Maybe he tried to do some stuff to Keith. We don't know. But they're claiming that, at least this guy is saying that it might be responsible for Keith's cousin's death. And now it gets a little bit spooky because King Von speaks on Chief Keef. I don't think he ever really said anything crazy. Look.
Why Chief Keef never said anything in terms of like rest in peace to Vaughn or anything like that.
It's close. Keef always been a little stubborn, man,
This boss up here.
Especially like when you get the money, he got most stubborn.
Do you okay, so you're from O Block?
Yeah.
Like right there?
Straight, yeah, that's what's called 64th King Drive, 64th, 65th. It's not really on 63rd.
Right.
That little area, Parkway Gardens complex. Yeah.
Do you remember when Keef came out? Was that like a huge changing point for the neighborhood and for Chicago as a whole?
We would see, yeah, Chicago as a whole, but really for us, because even my block, so shit, you know how that shit go. But I was in jail.
Oh, okay.
So I was out first. We started rapping, we started going crazy. So the shit been raw to us and shit, but now everybody get to listen to it. Now I'm in jail. They call me, man, folks on the radio and shit now.
So it looks like Vaughn never really had no animosity, but maybe animosity was on the other side because Vaughn looked like he was doing shit to people. It looked like nobody was doing nothing to him.
Folks going crazy. He taking off this shit.
Of course.
So I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I'm in jail. I'm thinking about jail. To him and shit.
Can't really find much videos. Oh, this is when he fully talks about the problem.
My money. The only reason folks still put saying because the nigga lied, so you don't get some money from my homie Bond, right?
Okay, so this way we saw that story already. Did they ever really communicate? So it looked like Boss Stop and Vaughn was they were locked in. Yeah, we can't find anything else. Chief Keef reacts to King Von's death. No, that's probably fake. Let me see. Oh, Chief Keef was defending Vaughn's name. Oh, this is on RP. Oh, watch this. King Vaughn, if Chief Keef has love in O Block. Here we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
With Sosa? Description. You can follow me on all my social media at 16 shot on visuals with a Z. But that's enough for me talking. Let's get to the video y'all came to see. You had a relationship with Sosa? So, that's my boy. Sure. So how was it with him? You still got love in the O? Yeah. All right. Is there anybody in the city you want to work with that you ain't worked with yet?
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Vaughn was a notorious liar, bro. When he say something, I don't believe him at all. I don't believe that nigga at all, bro. I don't believe that nigga at all. But Chief Keef has never really said nothing. There was a whole time. Oh, here we go.
Why you think Sosa never spoke about Vaughn?
First of all, it was a situation with Fulton Robin. Sosa one of them people, bro, like, even if y'all think he forgave a motherfucker, bro, he don't forget. Sosa, like, when that shit happened, folk, with his crib and his chain and all that, he never forgot that Vaughn was there. And Troy was there too, so I get what you he gave Troy some love when he died, so why didn't he give Vaughn some love when he died? But it's like
T-Row was there.
I ain't gonna say spent time, like, being against Sosa, but, you know, it was a bunch of in-house shit with him and Dirk. You ain't come be with me, you want to be with OTF. You want to come be low game, even though we O-Block. Ho wasn't the one that did it, he just one of the ones that was with it. Sosa, he just one of them type of dudes. So, like, I know he love Vaughn. I know he got love for him, and I know.
Interesting.
Was King Vaughn a stand-up tournament?
Okay, we don't need 6ix9ine in there. Interesting. So that led into, like, there was supposedly, like, you know, Dirk and Chief Keef relationship.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. Nina can't code. Interesting. Can it generate reports?
I can now.
It's kind of like an interesting thing between
industry money. He had been repping the PD since he
was
wrong. Their block is close to Parkway Gardens, aka O Block, so he was always tight with a lot of the same dudes Keith knew. Back in the day, Dirk wanted to make it to the NBA.
All right, let me skip
the squad. I say, fuck him. We'll go roll with him. Okay, let's sport. And he allegedly sent the first shot at Dirk when he tweeted OTG, hashtag only the glow. It's not clear what Sosa really.
Ooh, so I guess maybe Keith thought he was like, yo, I'm the most popping nigga out here.
Fun. And that's where the real issues between him and Keith started. When Dirk got books, most of his OTF and GBE homies hopped on Twitter to show love.
Okay, Rondo. Okay, all right. You know, Lil Reese from Lamron, but he's tweeting 300. Lil Dirk, okay. Alfredo was okay. Everybody's kind of was his LA Capone. All right.
What was weird about the situation is that Keith never threw him any support, and he allegedly sent the first shot at Dirk when he tweeted OTG, hashtag only the glow. It's not clear what Sosa really meant.
By the way, who do y'all think is a more legend? Obviously, Keith is Keith, but who do y'all think is a more legendary drill figure? So I have like this interesting perspective of how I look at drill. Keith is always going to be like that guy who was like the pioneer, but I really don't believe there's no greater nigga in drill history other than Dirk. I think Dirk is the ultimate. I think Dirk maxed out at everything. He's mainstream. He always was dealing with underground beef. He was making raw music. He was tapped in with the hood. He was doing everything. Like he was hitting all the bases.
Man with the tweet, but a lot of people think he was calling Dirk's only the family crew and saying he wasn't rocking with that side anymore. Dirk and Keith have never really aired out what actually happened.
Nah, Keith started this shit, but put it like this. Dirk helped shape Chicago. Let's just say that. Okay, Keith started it, but when drill kind of went down a bit, he left. Dirk shaped Chicago. That's why I look at him. I think Dirk, while Keith is like the originator and pioneer, like Dirk the greatest ever, bro, when it comes to drill. That's how I look at it. Dirk is the greatest ever when it comes to drill, respectfully. He hit that shit on the highest level. He made pop song dissing niggas in the hood. He got on records with some of the biggest rappers and still was on some street shit. He's with Future, dissing niggas blocks away from where his niggas is at. Not gonna lie. Yo, he's on songs with Savage talking about hits, allegedly. Now, shout out to Young Poppy. Somebody says, I'm biased. I feel like that's trying to bait me a little bit. Here's my point. When it comes to music, if we're only going on music, it's Keith. 100%. If we're only going, nigga, when I'm saying drill, nigga, like, bro, I really feel Dirk made shit shake, nigga. Dirk was really going crazy in Chicago. Dirk really made shit shake, nigga. And when you in drill music, like, Dirk was standing on every business in Chicago. Let's just leave it there. When everybody said they left Chicago, Dirk had niggas in there still moving. Like when Dirk said he's the voice, that nigga's the voice. And I hope, and I we trying to be chill. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. All right.
But this is how it went down according to rumors. Dirk had his deal with Def Jam, but didn't have his pockets up yet. Well, at the same time, Keith was already rich off I Don't Like It's Interscope deal. When Dirk got locked up, he allegedly reached out to Keith and asked him to put up the 10K he needed to bond out. But Keith just let him sit in the Cook County jail for a month without helping him. When Dirk finally got the bond money himself, he came out and tweeted, "I'm back, bitch. Yeah, I'm back, bitch. Did you miss me? Or you ain't care, bitch. I'm free," which was a reference to Keith's first day out freestyle. Then a few days later, Keith just tweeted OTG again. And by that point, everyone knew there was some static behind the scenes. But Dirk confirmed it when he went on a Twitter rant against Keith. First, he shouted out Lil Reese and Fredo Santana for holding it down and not being fake. Then he aired out Keith and said he would have been killed already if he wasn't linked with 300. Dirk even called him an op, said he wasn't allowed
Oh, shit.
in the hood anymore. At the same time, Dirk was fighting his case. Their homie D Rose was locked up too because he couldn't afford to bond out. So Dirk sent more shots at Keith for letting another one of their friends sit in jail. Then he finished off by warning Keith that he's not Soulja Boy and the situation could get ugly if he wanted it to. Sosa and Soulja was cool and linked up for tracks like Foreign Cars and Say She Loved Me. But then the situation went left and Keith's homie Ball Out allegedly snatched Soulja Boy's chain. Soulja sent some death threats on Twitter, but when Keith made it clear he was ready for smoke, Soulja backed down immediately and claimed he got hacked. Dirk wasn't playing around like that though. And soon enough, the beef took a shocking turn. After Dirk aired him out on Twitter, Keith responded by saying he just bought a new 4 piece took down immediately and claimed he got hacked. Dirk wasn't playing around like that though. Soon enough, the beef took a shocking turn. After Dirk aired him
Warning, I'm not Soulja Boy. This shit get ugly. Ooh.
out on Twitter, Keith responded by saying he just bought a new 4-wheeler for 10K, which was the exact amount Dirk needed to get his bond. Dirk and D
I just bought a new 4-wheeler for 10K. Ooh.
Rose wasn't the only guys that Keith let sit in jail. Back in the day, a dude named Trey 5 was allegedly one of O Block's most famous shooters. Rumors say he was involved for all kinds of hits, including taking out FBG Duck's brother Brick. While Dirk and Keith were sending shots back and forth in 2013, Trey had already been locked up on a different case for around 2 years because he couldn't afford a $250K bond. According to rumors, the rest of O Block put their money together and had 18K to bail Trey out, and they asked Keith to put up the last 7.5K to get him out of jail. Keith allegedly told him it was no big deal and he would handle it, but he never actually gave him the money, even though he just bragged about spending the same amount on sneakers. That's when everything changed. There was obviously some static between Keith and his old homies, but nobody expected what happened next. When DJ Flat interviewed Dirk at the end of 2013, Dirk said they weren't friends, but they weren't enemies either.
Ain't nothing with us. Ain't no enemies, ain't no friends.
Dirk said he was just focused on his own wave and wasn't worried about what everyone else was doing.
You could always tell with Dirk's eyes, man.
But then the situation took a wild turn that proved the beef was definitely real. Boss Top, OJ, and some other OTF affiliates broke into the crib that Keith was renting with his manager and raided the whole place. They grabbed jewelry, clothes, and allegedly stole random things like deodorant and Keith's daughter's diapers too. Nobody knows what really went down, but Keith allegedly showed up in the middle of the robbery and Boss Top snatched his chain. During the whole crazy situation, one of Keith's homies ended up getting shot, but luckily survived. Then the OTF dude stole Keith's whip and drove off. Keith's ex-manager allegedly called the police while the robbery was going down, but when the cops showed up, nobody would tell him anything. A few months later, Keith aired Boss Top out for switching up and robbing him. Young Chop is a producer who made the beat for I Don't Like and helped put Chicago drill on the map. But Keith accused him of stealing too. That's when Dirk and THF Bezoo posted a video flexing the chain they allegedly snatched from GBE Capo. Before Keith's crib was raided, his homie Ball Out allegedly had his chain snatched after a fight broke out between dudes in OTF and GBE. A dude named Mubu Grump claimed that Lil Reese thought Dirk was behind it and choked him out in the club.
When they go in the back, we all go in the back. The nigga Ball Out kept the nigga Dirk like, you bitch ass nigga, I heard you say about the chain. And then next thing you know, Reese like, nigga, what that chain? I don't beat him, jump over there and choke him.
But Reese told Cam Capone News.
There was a rumor that you choked him out of the club or something back in the day.
That shit fake. That shit false. That shit came from a hating ass op.
Rumors after flexing the chain they allegedly snatched from GBE Capo. Before Keith's crib was raided, his homie Ball Out allegedly had his chain snatched after a fight broke out between dudes in OTF and GBE. A dude named Mubu Grump claimed that Lil Reese thought Dirk was behind it and choked him out in the club.
When they go in the back, we all go in the back. The nigga Ball Out kept the nigga Dirk like, you bitch ass nigga, I heard you say about the chain. And then next thing you know, Reese like, nigga, what that chain? I don't beat him, jump over there and choke him.
But Reese told Cam Capone News.
There was a rumor that you choked him out of the club or something back in the day.
That shit fake. That shit false. That shit came from a hating ass op. That shit fake. Never ever never.
Dirk addressed the story too.
Never ever.
Gucci Mane track rumors. He rap. What you know about popping out? You're trying to hit their face first. They like Smurf. Yo ass be tripping. Better put your case first. Choking who? I heard them rumors. Niggas better play slow. I don't want no niggas who you catch. I want the one I paid for. After the shooting at Keith's crib, it looked like the situation was gonna get deadly. But Boss Top said it was all a misunderstanding.
I want about now.
Wait, it was his Tarzana crib?
That's what they said.
I thought it was in Chicago. No, that's Ramsey the Great. They might be wrong with that. I never heard anything in California. Yeah, I don't know. That home invasion or that they stole. Oh, wait, never mind. Suspects caught burglarizing Chief Keef's home in Tarzana. No, that's not what we're talking about. Oh, maybe some other shit. Chief Keef, diaper, boss top. That's supposedly the incident. I thought that was when he was yeah, it was 2014. My bad, chat. What the fuck? Oh, my bad. That was crazy. All right, enough, bro.
You got to the bottom of that, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like, you know, I think Vaughn cleared that up or something. You know
But all that got squashed.
Yeah, that's my
You still
boy.
fuck with Chief Keef.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my little brother.
Who's still a very important part of Chicago hip
Yeah,
hop
for sure.
to this day.
Yeah, for sure.
Boss Top might have ended his issues with Keith, but the situation between Dirk and him was about to get even worse. At the same time, Dirk was beefing with Tyga too. The two of them were seen in the studio together working with Chris Brown, but Tyga got heated over Dirk using his girlfriend's name in the verse. He was dating Black China at the time and asked Dirk to change the line and take her name out. Dirk went along with it and changed his verse without any issues. And he said Tyga and him started texting back and forth about linking up for a collab. Tyga ended up ghosting him though, so Dirk took shots at him on the Chirac remix and rapped. Heard Tyga sneak dissing on me, said I'm thought bitches, I'm not right. Tyga only got one name, but that nigga ain't got one stripe. He backpacked, so easy to get the nigga shit snatched. Tyga clapped back with the Chirac remix and raps. Niggas thinking that they MCs can't get touched.
Why the heck? Yo, let me tell you this. Yo, chat. Yo, certain niggas, you got to know who you beefing with. Why would niggas think that? Yo, again, I'm not saying Dirk is like a killer. Dirk was a crash out, not himself. Dirk is the type of nigga who would probably. All right, let me not even say it because he got a case going. You know what I'm saying? Like Dirk, he a crash out in the sense of, nigga, he gonna get his niggas. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain niggas you got to know who you going against. Why did Tyga think that Dirk wasn't like that?
Well, it's hammer time. Who the fuck is Lil Durk? I dust you like Ash and Perk. Your flow whack, my flow crap. Got marble floors, your floor's crack. I rap shit, mice traps. These niggas broke, need ankle wraps. So don't ride around in LA if you would come on the jet with the strap. He got the game to hop on the track too. And he took shots at Dirk with the line. I don't fuck with no new niggas, they like to sue. No woo, nigga. Tyga hit me like Dirk dissing. Dirk the whiskey, Dirk cool, nigga. Dirk, which is why everyone was shocked that Keith posted the track and said, be boo.
Oh.
Nerve of these niggas. So maybe put on burgundy, nigga. Let the AK, I'm serving these niggas. They was sending some wild shots at Dirk, which is why everyone was shocked that Keith posted the track.
Keith posted it?
Said, be boo, go fuck with Blood in them. Dirk was obviously pressed about it and said that Keith was just
so supposed to Tyga and Game dissing on IG. That same fuck Chirac. Oh, okay.
disrespecting the entire city by taking their side. Beefing with your old homies from the same city is one thing, but Dirk thought Keith crossed the line when he kept rocking with Tyga in the game. While Dirk was beefing with Tyga in the game, Keith was having his own issues with the Migos. It all started when Keith thought the Migos.
So Keith been doing this shit. Keith been fucking with the other side over them niggas. It ain't nothing new. What the fuck is this? Y'all surprised?
They started sending shots back and forth. Keith told him to pull up. Then the Migos dropped the track Jealousy and Offset raps. Fuck nigga, you saying we dissing? Mistletoe chopper, then bullets I'm kissing. They'll enter Atlanta without no permission. Since Keith was rocking with Game and Tyga, Dirk linked up with the Migos and even brought him to O-Block to shoot a video. Then a few weeks later, the beef went from diss records to real life. While the Migos were performing in DC, some GBE affiliates pulled up and started a massive fight. Quavo ended up getting his chain snatched, and later Keith posted the pic flexing the chain to clown him over the situation. Everything was getting crazy already. Keith put more pressure on Dirk when he linked up with Tyga in the booth. They dropped the track down later and didn't take any shots at Dirk, but it was clear that Keith had picked his side and was sticking to it. After that, it seemed like the beef was only going to keep getting worse. But then out of nowhere, news broke that Dirk and Keith had squashed everything.
Trying to predict the future is a hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of is that it will be absolutely fantastic. I'm thinking of the incredible breakthrough, the communication.
I remember this tweet.
We was in LA. I was saying we politicking. It was just a lot of BS going on before, like a lot of threats. We was like, all right, man, we got to FaceTime this one. I'm saying, but we squashed it.
That's a long time to talk, 3 hours.
I said, we just squashed it. I'm saying, we from the same hood, so we was talking about different things too, but that's bro, so yeah, it's fine.
Then they linked up in the studio for the track Decline, and everyone knew that the beef was officially dead. Dirk and Keith was never super tight back in the day, and they still ain't doing much together now. But luckily, the beef ended before one of them got hurt. They might not be best friends now, but at least there's no more static, and their homies ain't sending death threats and snatching chains anymore. Dirk even showed love to Keith in front of a massive crowd in 2022, and let everyone know that even though they've had some problems before, they still come from the same place, and it's all up.
Interesting. All right. I know. I want 20 things to Oh, I asked you about this? Yo, bro, my memory must be gone. Here we go. Hey, why you want to keep on making music? Like, I be wanting, like,
it ain't me and Keith, man. Like, Keith, that's my dog. Some of the people from my block, like, who got real names, they talk to Keith. So, like, it's nothing. Like, I was just finna bring Keith on tour.
Okay, see, I'm not, because the internet been saying y'all been secretly beefing. I promise you, I'm not making this up. I swear.
I gotta start getting more into the internet. I promise you, I don't be on there.
Yo, he learned this shit from Vaughn. You know, I realized, like, after the interview, like, I would say certain shit, and the way he would react to it, it would make it feel like it's nothing, but it was actually something.
I gotta start getting more into the internet. I promise you, I don't be on there looking.
I swear, they said that you be dissing Keith. Why not taking care of the guys?
If Keith don't take care of his guys, Keith just don't take care of his guys. If Keith take care of his guys, Keith take care of his guys.
Have you mentioned him about taking care of his guys or not?
I never heard him not taking care of his guys. That kills that. How the they stick me into it?
Yeah, this thing is so sarcastic. He learned this from Vaughn.
These people crazy.
Yeah, he learned that from Vaughn. The D thing he learned that from Vaughn. All right. Anyway, all right, cool. So let's get back to the main topic. So Chief Keef makes a song with NBA YoungBoy, and apparently OTF, or a lot of people in Chicago, they're upset. They're like, yo, this is fake. Why would you do a song with NBA YoungBoy, a guy not from the city? Whether you were that cool with Dirk or you're cool with Vaughn, he's kind of like almost making Chicago look like punks. Why would you do a song with him? And essentially, let me see if I can find some of the old block people talking about it, or Chicago Chief YoungBoy. I'm trying to see if any of them talked about it. I don't know if we have anybody. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is Tay 6.
I ain't never had a on Steve Gray, folks. Like, I don't know if people like understand like I know all y'all know the history, folks. So I'm not even gonna sit here and repeat the history, folks. But some people like Keith, folks, like he remember everything. You know what I'm saying? And not only
so he's reiterating what we just learned.
Do he remember everything? Like he really he don't go backwards, folks. Like that's one thing I learned about Soul, folks. Like some of these you done seen beef and get back cool in the midst of the last 10 years, bro. Any nigga cross Keith, folk, we have not seen back around Keith. Have not been rumored for Keith to like them, support them, or none of that, folk. Like he might even with Smirk, like before Smirk got booked, like they were just DMing and that, but it's real live, like everybody get played at arm's length, folk. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't these you feel me? Like Sosa ain't went backwards at all. Like if a take him, folk, he don't got no he don't feel the loyalty he's supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, if you ask me, bro, that's why Sosa's still alive and free.
Oh, wow. So he's saying that because he don't give second chances. That's why he's alive. Interesting.
This song with him and YB, folk, he probably ain't feel no way when he made it about making it. And honestly, if you ask me, he probably shouldn't, bro. You know what I'm saying? He probably shouldn't. Yeah, he grew up where he grew up, and he's from where he's from. But we know how that went. I don't even want to get to saying all the details because we all know what happened. You know what I'm saying? It went how it went.
Okay, so all the his own guys robbed him shit. Like he not fucking with it. Okay. Anybody else from Chicago? Let me try to sort this week. I want to see if anybody. This is King Yella talking about it. We don't care about King. King Yella not from here up. Well, at least for those guys, right? They're saying Chief Keef confirms his cousin was backdoored by King Von on the song YoungBoy.
Yo. So we recently created a community with Core and followers on, along with the whole situation that Lil Durk is currently in, where it's rumored that King Von was playing Little Rick track with him and NBA YoungBoy called Rooms. He would take a lot of flack from guys he was once cool with and others. Okay. One of those guys that would talk up was TTE's own Breeze. He would take to his IG story and say, quote, I won't be listening to Sosa no more. Thumbs down emoji. Y'all be real life going against this ish. Clown emoji. But of course, Keith got guys that's going to defend him as well. And one of those people would be Glow Gang's own Main Man. After Breeze posted that, Main will respond to it subliminally by saying, quote, we Glow Gang. We don't give two F's. Why do you think we made 43B? F everybody, cry us a river. Now Breeze responded by saying, quote, at Four Corner Glow, didn't get chain get took. Go cry a river about that ish before you give your opinion on ish when I'm talking, fam. Now, Main will go a little further with a longer message as he did respond, and he would state, quote, man, you a little ad boy. Dirk don't even effing know you. You 20 years old, Ninja. Stay out the business. You little dirty bum ass Ninja. F you. Wearing DD jacket and chain. Because them ninja snakes, this was the ones that he keep around. Him and Dirk haven't been seen eye to eye for the longest. So that was always one of the issues avatar to Blood Money's picture on Instagram after everybody started giving him backlash for working with NBA Youngboy. King Von was rumored to have allegedly set up Blood Money, who was, for one, if he was so close to Von and Kid, I don't think he would.
What's Chief Keef's Instagram picture right now? Wait, sorry. Chief. Oh, his Instagram is Blood Money. And they're saying that Keith never forgot. And Keith blames King Von for the death of Blood Money, maybe a setup or whatever. So his profile picture explains why he's doing a song with Youngboy. Because the idea of Youngboy is not that he's just beefing with Dirk. It's like, yo, he killed, or not Youngboy, but Youngboy's mans killed Von. Keith is saying, why do I give a fuck about Von when my cousin Blood Money got killed and the blame is going towards maybe a setup by Von and T-Roy? Oh, makes sense.
Be dating or messing with his sister, Kayla B. That's one red flag. But then two, Boss hopping in was stealing Keith's things when he first took off. So that was always one of the issues we all got to know publicly that caused friction between O-Block and the affiliates. But then things got worse when King Von was rumored to have allegedly set up Blood Money, who was a Glow Gang affiliate and Chief Keef's blood cousin. Like I said earlier, we don't know how true it is, but Keith would kind of confirm everything when he would change his avatar to Blood Money's picture on Instagram after everybody started giving him backlash for working with NBA Youngboy. Now, how I took that was Keith basically saying without saying it, I don't care what happened to Von because Von is responsible for my cousin, allegedly. It's no different than when someone passed away and then their ops start posting their loved one that may have been unalived by him. At least that's how I took it. Then I have to remember, King Von kind of trolled Blood Money at the time of his passing when he would tweet and flip Blood Money's lyrics from his song Thought He Was, featuring Chief Keef. Blood Money would say, quote, I'm Blood Money from Front Street and I run Edge. King Von would tweet saying, quote, I'm King Von from O-Block and I run Edge. Hashtag rest in peace Blood Money, 100 emoji. Now he could have been trolling or he could have been genuine. Y'all let us know what y'all think. However, King Yalla feels wholeheartedly that King Von did have something to do with Blood Money losing his life. Y'all check this out.
Hey, I see a lot of niggas in the comments. I see a lot of niggas that don't like Chief Keef and Youngboy doing the song. But at the end of the day, it's growth and development. And I ain't no gangbang. That's respectfully saying that. But niggas like, I ain't gonna be listening to Keef no more. Oh, he went against the grain and niggas do anything and what you do. Man, Keef do what you wanna do. He opened doors for every man in Chicago, nigga, for Dirk, for Reese, for you, for me, for everybody.
Need better sleep? We can help. At Mattress Firm, you can upgrade now to a queen mattress and adjustable base for just $499.99. Mattress Firm, we make sleep easy.
You talking about? Without Shorty, you won't be none of y'all niggas be hating so much. But at the end of the day, Von, all them niggas, man, if y'all ain't pay attention to the distance, to all that's been going on, niggas never with each other like that for real anyway. It was fake love, nigga. Then especially come on, Von and all them niggas backdoored and kill Blood Money. Y'all know what's going on. Don't act like y'all slow, nigga. What you talking about? Y'all never saw Chief Keef post Von one time, nigga. You ain't hear them niggas do a song, nothing. That tells you a lot. I'm gonna have a song down there with every homie y'all got, nigga. What is you talking about, nigga? You gonna see me with it? We gonna be thugging. You gonna see something, nigga? Come on, man. I already got the information with the nigga. They ran into each other at Rolling Out loud, man. Keep asking nigga, what's up? Ooh, you supposed to have something to do with my cousin getting killed? He going, oh, I ain't had nothing to do with it. Go back over there to the O-Block niggas and get that. Oh, hit me in my mouth.
Interesting. Okay. Anyway, kind of got the history on it. I guess this makes it a little bit more makes it make sense. Because so the collab happens, just that you don't, because I know we kind of went all over the place, but I honestly forgot, right? So the collab happens, we got Keith, we got Youngboy, that's Youngboy right here, and you're gonna see Keith, somewhere over here. Yeah, Keith is right here. They put out the song, and essentially, before the song even comes out, now that I'm thinking about it, I thought people knew the song was previewed because I remember talking about the song right when Youngboy played it for me, and I didn't know nobody knew about the song. I thought his fan base be having on release. It's like
everybody ran through.
If you was outside from 99 in the early 2000s and you still outside, you ran through.
Yeah.